Hi YouTubers, it's old George, and if you're wondering where I've been the last few days, I've been working on the kitchen, and sorry I've not responded to your comments, but it's been a bit hectic. I've just laid this new floor in the kitchen, so I'm about finished, apart from a little bit of grouting and things like that, and sealant around the windows, so the kitchen is about done, as much as I'm going to do. And I've sorted the vent out below the cooker, put all this flooring down, and we're going to call this the bird room, or the bird kitchen, because we've got a duck down there and a cockerel. We've got a raven crow up on the top there. We've got another duck up there. We've got a pheasant up there, I think it is. And then we've got the owls for a coat rack. So this is the bird kitchen, I think we're going to call it. Got a little bit of paint to touch up. Quite pleased the way it's all worked out, especially the work surface. As I say, it's took me about 3 days to do the floor. Not working continuous, but working on your knees, putting, you know, cutting this out and one thing and another, especially my old knees. And I've done a small electrical repair in the bungalow, and that was one of these two-way switches wasn't working. I thought the switch had gone, but when I took it apart it was a loose wire and the screw hadn't been tightened up. So here we have it. Oh yes, I had to repair the tap a while back, and also the sink plug thing in the bathroom. So I've been keeping a bit busy. Oops, just stood on a stone. That's better. Okay, so that's it for the jobs for the time being in the kitchen. Okay, I've now moved into the garage and doing some work in here. It's a bit of a mess in here. Still got my son's stuff lying around, and but what I've got, or what I'm working on, is to do with scaring cats. There's a problem at the moment where we're getting cats coming in the garden late at night, messing in where we're going to grow some vegetables next year. And it's also, we want to encourage the birds. Since I've built the bird table, I've come up with this idea of having, we've got motion detectors set up to switch security lights on, but what I'm going to do is, when it's triggered by a cat, I want to get it to switch on an array of laser beams. Now I've got 3 lasers here. I've got a blue laser, a green laser and a red laser, and these actually, they're laser pointers, but they will actually give a star effect, like a crisscross pattern across the garden, because I've tried them. So what I'm doing, I'm making a mount to mount the 3 lasers side by side, and then where the battery goes in will be a relay which is operated by the security light, and this will be on the ground, and it will display a crisscross pattern right across the garden, so it's not shining at anybody or anything like that, and it will just come on for the duration of the security. And the idea is to not harm the cat, obviously, but to deter it, just scare it from coming in the garden, because it won't know what the hell's going on when all these crisscross patterns suddenly come and go across the garden. So that's the idea, and I've just cut in this white plastic and drilled it so it will hold the 3 lasers, and they're side by side, and I'll adjust the pattern of each laser so it gives a slightly different pattern across the garden. And I'm just looking for some wood now around the garage to make like a stand for this, and then round the back here where the switch is will be where I have a relay, and it won't harm the cat, it just scare it really, that's the idea. and we'll see how we get on with this project. Okay, now what I've done, I've cut the front and rear for the laser. That's the front. Now I need to start making a wooden box to hold the whole system in, and I've just got to work out how long I want it to be compared with the length of the actual laser themselves. Okay, this is the box coming on. 3 lasers, and looks ridiculous. Sounds ridiculous project, and I suppose I better show you the pattern it's going to give on the garden at low level. So I'll put the lights down in the garage and I'll show you. I'm not sure if you can see the pattern, but you imagine it's quite light in this garage, so give you an idea of the spread. There's green and reds. I didn't go with the blue laser because simple reason is it's not very visible. They're not very efficient. No, probably. This is close up, but I shall do it at night, and I should be able to give an example what it looks like. But I'm manually switching it on. I've got to convert the switches at the back so it can be triggered from a relay, and I can rotate the patterns individually. He says, yeah, you can. Hopefully you can see that rotating. Oh God, I can't really show you how you do. How about a nice piece of wood? Rotate patterns individually. He says, trying to, and change the shape as well. The front lens can adjust on each one. I can get all sorts of effects. So hopefully that'll work.